Hey guys, this is me Jay again, and today I'll be showing you how to make a targeting methods for audiences on FB ads or Facebook ads. So now let's start. So if you haven't guessed it, not all targeting is created equal, okay? So just to remind you that everything you have to target would not be just the same, okay? So some will definitely have a better success than others, and others need to be used at the right time to the right user with the right message. As you had remembered, these are the three rights, okay? So let's move on. We're going to cover 10 separate targeting methods. So we are going to discuss 10 methods that we can use on making a target for our audiences on Facebook ads. So let's start. Some definitions. What's an audience or targeting method? Next, stack, layered, and or targeting. Next is audience overlap. Move on. What's an audience on Facebook ads? A group of people that you will use as a target for your ads. So this is the point where you are going to find the right person who would probably purchase your product or who would probably have interest on your product. You're going to find an audience for your product. Let's say, for example, you are selling makeup. So your target would be women, girls, feminine, stuff like that. So that is a simple way on how to find a target for your product. Next, we are where do audience targeting methods come from? From information Facebook has or purchases. So on this kind, this is where you are gonna pay Facebook to get some information or analytics or statistics for your product or for audiences that may probably purchase your product. Next is from your own database, your website, email list, fans, etc. So on this kind of situation, you would know who would be the audience for your product. You would have them on your website, your own website, your own business website, for your email list, for your from your fans who probably would love or really like your product. Next is stacked, layered, and or targeting. Let's say you had a product for people that have a dog and a cat. So next, if you go to Facebook and type in dogs and cats, you'll target everyone who likes dogs and everyone who likes cats. So they would love both. Okay. So what's wrong with this situation? As we can see here on the chart, there would be targeting both circle stack, only targeting overlap. So as we can see here on the left side, they have people. There is one people who love dogs. There is also one people who love cats. But there is no people who love dogs and cats. So that is the catch. So you cannot target or make a product for, let's for say a product for dual let's say utilization, a product that could be used for dogs and cats. In this kind of situation, you must make a product only specific for dogs and make a product only specific for cats. Okay, so for you to have an audience for your product. Next, real example. Let's for say I want to target runners who like tech. So here on this kind of method, you would love to know who are the people who wish to have technology or an updated technology on their hands, or for let's for say an more innovative machines or simple machines that they can use. Okay, so here on the chart or example, as you can see, your audience is defined specific and broad. So here on the specific, this is where this kind of audience are specifically engage with your product, or on the other side is the broad, or they are not yet sure that they would purchase your product or would love or would have an interest on your product. So next, if you continue, it only gets worse. Okay, so better not for you to continue. Next, using and or makes a huge difference. Okay, so 16 million people, your ad targets people. So their location is, let's say, United States. Age range is from 18 to 65 plus. Placements, right column on desktop computers. Interest, running and technology. So here, 6,000 people, your ad target people. Location, living in the United States. Age, 18 to 65 years old. Placements, right column on desktop runners, inners, running and technology, and TechCrunch and Gizmodo and Runner's World. So this is where you're gonna find a specific person who would really love your product. For example, you are gonna sell a pillow. Your pillow has a design of SpongeBob. So when you are gonna make a target, you would like to search for an audience who would love pillow. But they would Facebook would give you a much bigger um, numbers of audiences. It's because there are so many people who would love to have pillow but have different. Your problem now is that they have different kind of taste on what their pillow would look like. For example, let's first say your next category for your audiences is people who love SpongeBob. So here you have a specific now audiences. Facebook will provide you people who love to have pillows with SpongeBob designed on them. Okay, so now the point is you already have a specific audience for your products. So it would not be so much hard for you. You would not invest more money on it since you are just gonna make an advertisement for just a minimal numbers of audience. Okay, next, benefits of stacking. So these are different kind of benefits we can have if we do stacking. We have a tighter audience. Okay, so we have a specific audience, better targeting, better messaging. Yes, your audience will be much smaller, but being smaller does not mean to have smaller sales. It is just that your audience is not just is just so specific that their numbers is just so decreased to the specific categories or of your product. Okay, so next, is there an ideal audience size? So the answer is no. It should always be as big or small as it needs to be. Don't serve your ad to people who aren't interested if can't control it. Strike a balance between campaign spend, size of campaigns, and audience sizes. Some people say 100K or 300K is their sweet spot. So that is not correct since you can actually make a sweet spot of I think $1,000, $2,000. Okay, so let's move on. Targeting overlap. As you build your ad sets, please take note, you don't want some audience from ad set to want to be in the same audience from ad set 2. It's because they are not on the category or specifications of people or audiences that would really love your product. So you must have a designated product for a designated person. Okay. So why? You need to data to be tight. So your data should be more specific. Well, cover this as our campaign build up. Next. Top 3 website traffic custom audiences. So as we can see on the chart, these are the website traffic custom audiences. So we can see there is a custom file, website traffic, apps activity, engagement on Facebook. Next is why custom audiences. So these are the reason. Starting at the bottom of the funnel, they already found you. They are likely already interested in you. Abandoned cart, viewed products, pages, dynamic retargeting. So, excuse me. As I said earlier, you must look for audiences who are specifically would have interest or automatically have interest on your product. Okay, more specification, less audience, but more sales and more accuracy. Okay, so next is this is the top one: specific pages or DPAs. Let's say someone views my website. Okay, so I know a lot about what this person is looking for. I could craft a pretty stellar offer for them. Okay, so we have specific pages that we can use on our Facebook ads. Next is website category sections. So here we have the ability to edit our specifications. We have the website traffic. We can customize it. We can customize the URL contains. We can customize the dates of this website traffic. We can change the audience name of our let's first say audiences or prospects. Next, all website visitors. So this is where you must have your main URL. Okay, so this is where persons who would really get through to your website. Let's say, for example, me. I would love to have a razor. So I would search on Google razor. So they would redirect me to a site where this store is specifically selling razors. Okay, so that is very important to have an attractive also URL. Next, email list. Sections of your list. Move down funnel, got opt-in but didn't purchase. Example, opt-in to tips about running bot, not on your customer list. So this is where this is the situation where you are gonna have a list of all the emails of person who had tried to look onto your website or into your store, so that you would be able to send them another email or another offer that they would surely purchase your product. Next, entire email list. Running a promotion. Really get the word out about it by also running FB ads in conjunction. You can target people that visited your site potentially years ago, okay? So it doesn't matter if it is a week ago, month ago, or years ago, okay? So increasing match rate. So there would must be a accuracy in it from the email. It has the right email, the right name, and right the phone number, or right etc. questions. I mean informations. Next, fans. Okay, yes, your fans are a great place to target. So if you had really made let's for say a Facebook page, and then on your Facebook page you have your product. On your product you have people who been updated about your product and had been let's for say been liking your products ever since. Okay, so they are so-called fans or admirers of your product or for your store. So this is just so similar to email list. So you already have a specific persons to market your product or specific audience on where you can market your product. Next, lookalikes like interest, behavior, stalking. So your customers, visitors, email list, fans, Facebook can go to find people that match their demographics. Simplified sample. Person visiting your website like the color green, likes running, and the Dallas Cowboys. So on this kind of specification, you could have a product who would reach every single piece of these specifications. Okay, so Facebook will go find other people who like the color green, likes running, and the Dallas Cowboys. So all Facebook do is just give you a statistics and give you an audience that you would be needing. But the thing is, you need to also pay for it. Okay. Next, lookalikes are massive, so it pays to add stock interest. So potential audiences, potential reach, 1.2 million people. Audience details, custom audience, lookalike, GB would be 3%, add card, 30 days, ages 18 to 65. These are some specifications. Here on the potential audiences on the right side. So it has an audience of 1.2 million people. Just details, custom audience, lookalike, GB3, add to cart 30 days, age 18 plus 65 years old, people who match. Okay, so next, interest, behaviors, and but not likes red and blue. Likes red but not blue. Okay, so they don't have the similarity on what they like. Okay, but they have similarities on what they don't like. So there goes the situation in where you must have specific products for this specific person. You can have a specific product for this also for this specific person, or you would have a product for both this person, okay, that would surely like it. Allows you to narrow down your targeting to very specific levels. As I just always said, you must have an audience who is specifically would automatically be interested on your product. Next is hit center of Venn diagram. So as you can see, a while ago we had the Venn diagram, the two circles. Okay, so there we could compare if this person like how much people would like this, how much people would like this, and how much people would like both of this. Okay, next, friends of fans stack targeting. So friends of fans who also like something stack. This allows you to have great social proof with people that matter. Don't just target friends of fans because I'm friend with people who are in their 70s and they don't go running. Okay, so there is no catch on that. So that is not an actual justification that you could use them. Okay, so potential audience might be 3.6 million people. Audience details, location in the United States. Friends of connections, friends of people who are connected to your fan. Age 18 plus 65, people who match interest running. So the percentage of this interest is much low. Okay, so next, large groups, no stacking. Large groups like lookalike, friends of fans, interest. So they are not 100% accurate on giving you statistics. I mean, giving you an accurate sale on that, since they are just friends of your fans. For example, they are not your actual fans, so there is a possibility that these friends of your fans does not like what your fans wants. Okay, so next, this can be 100K or 1 million group of people. Here's the good thing: even these targeting methods are going to be world class, better than what it's ever been. Okay, next, please always remember this chart here. We have on the middle side, we have the targeting methods. So on the left side, we have the fans, lookalike, stacks with interest and behaviors, and plus but not. Number 9, friends of fans, stock targeting. 10, large groups, no stacking. So we have on the right side, targeting specific pages like DPA, retargeting website category section, retargeting all website visitors, sections of your email list, and the entire email list. So never forget this. So each group excludes the other. Okay, so just for you to know, this is since we could not access the actual form. This is just a sample form, but here j- just really looks like the actual one. Okay, so this is just an example of what in create audience base audience looks like. Okay, so here we can see the pixel. Actually, guys, for you to just know, pixel ID is very important on your Shopify store, since this is where Facebook connects with your store. Okay, so this is the connection or the bond between your store and your traffic site, which is Facebook. Okay, next, see if there is an overlap in your audiences. Select two audiences and click actions. Okay, so this is just a sample on what it really looks like, so it would be you would be familiar when you are already on the site. Okay, so interest targeting suggestions. So these are where you are gonna make Facebook suggest your site or your page to people who would have interest on your product. So this is just also a form of advertisement on Facebook. Okay, so next, audience insights for more information. So actually, I use it for other suggestions, but FB Campaign Builder does this for us. So everything you need for statistics, audiences are provided by Facebook. Okay, so they have I could not say 100% accuracy, but at least 80 to 90% accuracy from their information that they could provide to you. Okay. So now guys, this is the end of the video. So guys, just for you to remember, never forget to prioritize your audiences, because they are the people who would really have the chances on purchasing your product. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for listening my video, and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.